What's up, my friends? My name is Robert Canat, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can rank #1 on Google, and you can enjoy boundless traffic coming to your website by the droves every single day, nonstop, day or night, no matter what. So stay tuned for the video, my friends. Before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel, smash that subscribe button, and hit the bell so you get notified every single time I post a video like this. And now let's get into the content. All right, so it's pretty clear that ranking #1 on Google is the holy grail of all marketing. Now, if you come into this video and you're kind of questioning how you can rank #1 on Google, understand it is so hard. Now, I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you. I'm going to tell you right now that it is very, very difficult to rank #1 on Google, especially for a highly competitive keyword. But I'm going to show you and break it down for you, tell you exactly how we do this and exactly how I approach this for SEO clients ranking super difficult keywords day and night, no matter what. Now, you have to understand that you have to take a lay of the land. You have to understand how Google works and what Google wants at the end of the day. Google is obsessed with the user experience. Google is obsessed with providing real value to its users. It wants to make sure it helps them get the answers they want as quickly as possible. And that makes sense, right? So you got to understand that Google wants the best for their customers. Now, if you're not the best, then it's not going to show you first. Pretty much kind of very general way to look at how to rank #1 on Google, but it is a framework for understanding how you can get whatever you want to rank. You got to be the best of the best of the best. I'm going to break down what that actually means. So before we go on, I need to explain something to you called sandboxing. Sandboxing is basically where Google takes you, your domain, your website, and it filters it through a lens if it's brand new. So when you say brand new, we're talking 2 years or less. If you have a domain name that's 2 years or less old and Google has recently indexed it within the last 2 years, then you have a little bit of a problem. It's kind of like going to the bank and asking for a loan when you've just been in business or you just opened up shop and you have absolutely no track record behind you. The bank's going to tell you no. Just like Google is not going to let you rank for anything that is marginally difficult when you are brand new or very new to the game. So sandboxing is probably one of the most frustrating things for us SEOs. And as a professional SEO doing this for clients on a very high-end, high-level scale, I'm going to tell you right now, it's something that most people struggle with. In order to pass the threshold of sandboxing, it's kind of like swimming upstream. It's like very difficult, and it is extremely hard to get your content to rank when it's fairly new. But there are ways to do it. But if you are less than 2 years, unless you're a professional SEO, unless you're working with a professional SEO who understands what they're doing, know that it's going to be very hard to rank for something very competitive. Now, that doesn't mean you can't rank for something local, but even local SEO requires a good bit of authority and age. All right, so let's say you are more than 2 years old and you have a little bit of authority, you've been around for a little while, and you want to rank for a keyword. How do you actually do it? How do you rank your website #1 on Google? Well, let me tell you right now, the primary tenet of ranking on Google is content and authority. So you need to have great content, killer content, but you also need to have a lot of authority, meaning that other people who are important in the eyes of Google, right? Important, they need to be able to link to you, or they need to have linked to you in the past, and to show to Google that since Google trusts these people, that they are conveying their trust to you. It's kind of like how links work. It's like a bridge. Just imagine a bridge. When you create a bridge from one country to the next or one landmass to the other, you're actually connecting and creating a bond, right? It's a bond between two landmasses. Same thing with Google. Links are kind of like bonds, right? When you create a link and it's an organic link, meaning like it's not a link that you bought and it's on the sidebar or it's in the footer or whatever and you paid for it or you exchanged the link. If you're doing that stuff, forget it. You're wasting your time. If you're buying gigs on Fiverr, you're wasting your time. Don't do it, because you're gonna get screwed, blued, and tattooed by Google. Because look, you trying to game the system, it's not gonna work for you. You have to play by the rules. You gotta do it the right way. You gotta get people to link to you organically. It's the hardest thing, and it's done for a specific reason so that people don't actually game the system. So understand what Google is doing makes sense at the end of the day. All right, so the first step in actually ranking on Google is to do some keyword research. How do you do keyword research, Robert? You gotta actually go on the internet and start searching for stuff. One of the best ways to do keyword research is literally just search on Google. Search on Google for keywords, and as you see the drop down come down, you can actually see other things that people are searching for. These are suggestions, right? Search suggestions. Now don't take it in chronological order because they are not chronologically important. The ones that show up first are not more important than the ones that show up last, but understand that these suggestions should give you a little bit of clue of what you should be searching for. Now, if you're in a particular niche, say you're in a dating niche or you are in some sort of e-commerce niche, you're selling camping supplies or whatever else it is, you got to go on and do some searches, but you can also use Google Trends. You can use Google Trends to see what people are actually searching for and where they're searching for it. So if you're targeting local SEO, this is really, really important because you can go and drill down to the specific region that you're in and figure out what is trending. Like, what are people actually searching for over the past 12 months, over the past month, whatever it is. This is very, very important research. You can also use the keyword planner tool to figure out what some of the volume is for certain searches. Now, if you're not actually advertising on Google, you won't see exact numbers. You'll just see ranges, but it might give you some idea, some understanding of what people are actually searching for. Now, one thing to understand when it comes to keyword research is the difference between the keywords themselves. So there are two types of keywords. We call them long tail keywords, and we also call them short tail keywords. Short tail keywords are very, very short. When we say a keyword, we're talking about a phrase. So a short tail keyword can be like make money, which is very, very hard to rank for. But if you want to go for a long tail keyword, such as make money flipping houses on eBay, that is a long tail keyword. And it's a lot easier to rank for long tail keywords than it is to rank for short tail keywords. If you're sandboxed, you definitely have to go after a long tail keyword in the beginning, build up some authority, build up some rank, then go for the big ones. That's just how it works. So understand it and acknowledge it and then move forward. All right, so long tail keywords are easy to rank for, but they don't have a lot of search volume, and that's the problem. But the good thing about long tail keywords is often that these are more buyer specific. For example, if somebody is actually searching for shoes, they might want to just see pictures of shoes. But if they're searching for Nike shoes less than $50 or Nike men's shoes cheaper than $50 or cheap Nike men's shoes that are blue, right? Then they're searching for something specific and they're further along on the buying scale. We call this buyer intention. Long tail keywords have more buyer intention. You got to understand that. And if you want to actually sell stuff, which is what I hope that you're trying to do with your website in the first place, then you should be going after buyer intention keywords. The short tail keywords are far more informational intent. They're just looking for information. Like if I search for blue house, then I'm probably just looking for pictures of a blue house or information on a blue house or blue flowers or whatever it is. But if I searched for blue houses in San Francisco, south of Market Street or whatever it is, right, that are, less than $500,000, I'm searching for something specific. There is a lot of buyer intention there. Or if I'm looking for the best real estate agents in the San Fernando Valley or the best real estate agents in Scottsdale, Arizona, whatever it is, that I am looking for something very specific. I have far more of a transactional intention, right? Transactional intention is more important than informational intent because I want to actually transact. So usually the longer the keyword, the more buyer intention or transactional intention there is. That's really what we want to target, especially in the beginning. So it doesn't matter if you are actually just starting out or if you have some authority behind you, you've been around for a few years, try to identify the transactional keywords that's going to make you money at the end of the day. All right, you guys, so after you've actually done your keyword research, you've got to build epic and shareable content, right? This content's got to be engaging and people have to actually love it. Now, some of the metrics that Google actually uses to rank your content on its search engines, we call them SERPs, search engine results pages, is to take a look at how engaging your content is, meaning how much time are people actually spending on the page reading the content? Are they actually sharing it when they're done? Are they linking to it? They want to know all of the different factors that make this content really, really great. So understand that Google can analyze this a number of different ways using Google Analytics, using the Chrome browser. It has a ton of different methods for analyzing and understanding how good certain content is. Plus, it's going to look at all of your content across the board. So in order to really, really rank great content, you got to stay above 2,000 words. Now, there have been numerous studies that have shown that most of the content published on the first page of Google, so we're talking about the first 10 spots because there are 10 spots there, most of the content published there is actually over 2,000 words or hovering around 2,000 words. Usually the sweet spot is about 2,200 words, But 1,800 to 2,200 to 2,300 words, that's the sweet spot that you want to kind of be in. Now, I know you're probably saying, Robert, like that's a lot of words to write. I get it, but that's kind of what you have to do. It's not easy. If it was so easy, don't you think everybody would be doing it? Well, then again, everybody is trying to do it. So there's a reason for that. So understand that you got to create engaging content. It's got to be keyword specific, but it can't be spammy. It can't ramble on. It's got to really, really go into detail and help. So you're probably saying like, Robert, what kind of content should it be? How-to articles. It could be anything that's going to help people to understand or solve a problem, right? You know, most people who are searching on the internet are trying to solve a problem. They're trying to find an answer to something. You know, they're trying to solve something like, for example, you know, how to kill mosquitoes or how to do whatever, right? You know, how to catch mice, how to, you know, teach your kids, you know, to read from home, whatever it is. They want to solve a problem that they're having, right? Could be a big problem, could be a small problem. They want to solve a problem. So your job is to try to solve that problem the best way. Most people, they do the least amount of work. They expect the biggest return. But in SEO, you can't do that. You got to do the most amount of work in the beginning, at least, right? And expect a very, very little return, right? Because at the outset, it's really hard and you're not going to get too much traffic. You're going to feel frustrated. But like anything, you got to keep going. You got to keep publishing content. You got to keep doing it. That is how you rank, my friends. And if you want more of a specific kind of framework on how to build that content, just grab the link in the description below and I will show you exactly how to do it. All right, my friends, number 3, to rank number 1 on Google in 2020 and beyond, you gotta actually market that content. So you have to actually go out there and use websites like YouTube, medium.com, Quora, LinkedIn publishing, Reddit, everything like that to go out there and build content that's gonna link back to the original content. Now, you're probably saying, what should that content look like? It's got to be kind of similar. It's got to target a similar keyword, but it can't be the same. You can't go duplicate that content. And number 1, you shouldn't duplicate any content anywhere. If you have somebody writing your content for you, use Copyscape and check to make sure that it hasn't been copied from somewhere else or that parts of it have not been copied. That's really, really important. If you duplicate content, you're going to get dinged in the rankings. You're not going to be able to rank number 1 for anything. All right, guys, number 4, in order to rank your content, number 1 on Google is you have to actually go out there and share the content with the world. So use Facebook, use Twitter, use every medium that you can find to actually share the content. Does that mean that it's going to rank right away? Heck no, it's not going to. But by sharing the content, you can actually get it out to the world and you can get people to start to talk about it. It takes time and it takes effort and you got to do a deep analysis in order to rank number 1 on Google for a specific keyword, but it's possible as long as you don't give up, my friends. And now the gold nugget I want to give you is check out the 200 ranking algorithm factors below in the cheat sheet. You just go click it and download it. And I know that you're going to gain a lot of insight out of it. Whether you do like SEO for yourself or you got somebody doing it for you, you want to understand what they're doing. So grab the cheat sheet or join the free training. And I want to show you a little bit more about how ranking number 1 on Google works. And if you have a specific question, just reach out to me. Again, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and I'll see you on the next one.